Now we have got the presidents of the chapters over here. Each one of them will address for about 2 minutes time about the various aspects of MILT. And after that, we have our stalwarts, the chairperson of the trust, convention, and also the NRI movement. So therefore, we have got all these things, and we would like you to be there to the end and be part of the entire celebration. Now, to tell us about the Harmony 21 that's going to happen, and also the competitions that's going to be there in Harmony, because MILT convention is the mecca for Miltonians, and that is one thing that happens once in a year, and right now it's once in 2 years. So we need to be there to talk to us about the MILT convention competition, and about the technical paper. May I invite the president of the Mumbai chapter, Miltonian Rajan Gonkar. Can we give Rajan a big applause? Come on, everybody. Let's celebrate.
A very happy and healthy good evening to all.
Good evening. Good evening.
At the outset, let me congratulate all the peak performers who have graduated today. I think you will always remember this day in your life. What a beautiful day, isn't it?
Yes.
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 So I think if you can remember this day in life, you should note down another date which can change your life forever. Friends, if you have a diary around and a pen, please note down 26th of December to 29th of December 2021 in your calendar just now. These are the dates when the MILT Mumbai chapter is organizing the 24th National Convention. It is said that one convention is equivalent to 10 MLCs, that is the MILT leadership programs, and probably it would be equivalent to 20 PPW workshops if I am not exaggerating. You may verify it with the Miltonians who have attended these conventions. So friends, the first thing you should do is register for this convention as soon as this webinar is over, so that you don't miss out on the best of the rooms, as well as one of the finest 5-star venues in Mumbai, the Leela Kempinski. The cost of 3 nights and 4 days stay is negligible, so to say. You will never be able to get a deal ever. Fine. So now that you would have registered, what is the thing that you need to do? Very simple. Prepare for the competitions and write a TP. TP means time pass. Oh, so sorry. It doesn't mean time pass. TP means a technical paper. So before I come to that, let me tell you something about the competitions. We'll have 8 competitions, namely HR feedback, talk to convince 1 and 2, talk to get action, fantasizing, impromptu, dramatics, and talk to inform. So friends, there will be a lot of action on these fronts. Apart from this, we'll have 3 pegging cups and 6 technical paper cups. So all those of you all who want to participate in the competitions, please start gussifying from today, as the standards of the competition will be world-class or maybe more than that. If you want to participate in the pegging competition, then you can join Sukesh's classes, which are one of the best classes in India. They don't have a branch anywhere. And for intellectuals, TP is the thing, that is a technical paper. Please put your gray, white, and black sides, whatever cells you have to work together, and start writing a TP, technical paper. Explore yourself. As you start writing the paper about your own life or your experiences, I can tell you it would be a wonderful journey. And there are 18 topics to choose from. You can choose anyone, but you can submit only 2 papers. The last date for submission is 31st of August. Further details regarding the technical paper, the competition, the itinerary, everything can be taken from your presidents. We already have a full-fledged flyer about that. The convention also will have business session and reporting on the social projects. The highlight of the convention would be satsang and interactive session with our beloved Aparesh Acharya. These sessions can really enlighten the participants in their life journey. Well. Convention is not only about serious stuff. There is a lot of fun element too. Yes, friends, We have culturals, events, and a very grand party to boast, which is not to be missed. So friends, Amchi Mumbai is waiting to welcome you with open arms in December. Do join this event and be a part of it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rajan. We certainly look forward to it. As you rightly said, attending one convention is equal to 10 PPW. I can vouch for it because I conduct PPW, I conduct MLC. I have also been in the MILT National Convention. So you're absolutely right. So now to talk about the alumni activities, to give our 90 seconds expression, may I call upon the president of MILT Chennai chapter, Miltonian Durga Prasad. Yes, Durga Prasad. Can we give a big applause? Come on, everybody. Let's celebrate.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Danny, for that introduction. First of all, I would like to congratulate each and every one of you who is graduating as a peak performer today. Having said that, we all can achieve peak performance only by constantly practicing what we have learned or acquired. Friends, MILT gives us a wonderful opportunity to keep practicing what we have learned from the course through the monthly alumni meetings. Remember, I'm a second generation Miltonian, and I did my MILT Leadership Course in the year 1996. 2.5 decades have gone by. Rather, should I say, 2.5 decades have gone into me of MILT? Well, each chapter has a president and a couple of joint secretaries who will ensure that the monthly alumni meetings are conducted. And what do we do in these meetings? We have competitions on these 2-minute talks that we learned from the course. We have a structured program for the alumni meeting, which will have an MC like what we have right now, who will conduct the meeting meticulously. We will have competitors for various competitions. Also, we will have talks from the respective charter presidents and the accredited trainer of MILT, Miltonian Daniel Jacob. What we practice stays with us. What we don't leaves us. So it is imperative that we continue practicing what we have learned from this course without fail consistently for at least 2 years, and it stays with us. And this includes reading the HR cards as well. Then it gets internalized. Having this in mind, all the 5 chapters of MILT have been conducting online alumni meetings since the time lockdown started. This is a blessing in disguise for all of us because we can have a cross-chapter participation in all our alumni meetings. Alumni meetings from Chennai can be attended by other chapter Miltonians, and likewise. And remember, my friends, alumni meetings are very important for us to keep honing our skills. Whatever we have learned from PPW, that is just the beginning, as Suchitra rightly said. Therefore, I would urge you all to take active part in all the alumni meetings in the way of taking up the MC-ship and participating in the competitions in your respective chapters. Let us all grow together. I love you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Durga Prasad. I can't agree with you less. The reason is that I've been a beneficiary of alumni. Today, I'm a trainer in MILT, but I was a timid Miltonian, 10 years non-stop in the alumni, and after that, a trainer. So therefore, certainly alumni is a great opportunity. As we just saw the mentor, he not only created an intensive training program, but he also ensured hand-holding. And that's what is unique about MILT. And in the MILT alumni, they accept you for what you are and they develop you. Now to talk about the Growth Club and the Reading Club, which is really pioneered by this chapter, the Kolkata chapter. I call upon the president of MILT Kolkata chapter, Kiran Ajmera. Can we give Kiran a big applause? Come on, everybody. Let's celebrate. Come on. Yay.
Yay.
Thank you, Danny. Good evening, my dear Miltonians.
Good evening.
It gives me immense pleasure in welcoming all you to this wonderful fraternity of positively and enthusiastic Miltonians. And I bet you cannot escape the enthusiasm that they will infuse into you time and again. Today, I'm going to talk to you regarding two clubs that we Kolkata chapter are active. The first is the Growth Club. Growth Club, as the very name suggests, is growth-oriented. The three aspects that the Growth Club looks into or considers are physical, the second is professional, and the third is spiritual. Married couples form this club along with their spouse. Presently, our club has 15 couples, that is 30 members, and we meet every month. The meeting was previous to the lockdown, it was as host chapter, a host member used to host the meeting and the remaining couples used to attend. It is always done at the host's home and no other place, because this was operation, he had specified that it has to be at the house. And mainly here the objectives were to meet in homemaking, family harmony, scientific parenting, social responsibility, and a continuous professional growth. Meetings are moderated by the host and it is an interactive in nature. In short, the club ensures that each and every member of the club grows each and every month. And the meetings are followed by a complimentary dinner, which is very lovingly served by the host and which each and every member looks forward to. Our Growth Club members are diverse in range. We have from various faiths and from various walks of life. But the best part is the unity that is there in this diversity. The second club that I'm going to talk to you about is our Reading Club, which we have started recently during the lockdown. Here, the main purpose of starting this club was to encourage the Miltonians who have this very passion for reading. And many a times they felt that they do not have so much of time. Or for those who were interested in reading but never ever opened the book. So we meet every Wednesday late evening at 8:15 over a Zoom session. The meetings, either the member takes up a 30-minute slot or it is divided between two members, 15 minutes each, where they report on a book that they have read through a PPT or through different notes which they have written, or some experience which they have experienced by reading the book and they associate with their experience. And we are having this wonderful session, and this session is under the leadership of Miltonian Jagir Singh Jabal, and Sunita Agarwal beautifully coordinates it every week and also moderates the whole program. It is not possible, friends, for us to read many number of books due to our very limitations. But after joining this club, we were able to get the gist of many of books because they were read by different people and shared. So this was a wonderful experience and we are experiencing it and people are joining also. So friends, I take this opportunity to welcome you all to this wonderful fraternity. Thank you, friends, and let this world be a better place because I am here is our MILT motto. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Kiran. Thank you, Kiran. It's really wonderful. Your commitment for MILT has been phenomenal. Your entire family is right now MILT, and any wonder an organization is a quality depends on the members. And such members like you all certainly a movement has to be great. So you're absolutely right. Growth Club is something very unique, which Kolkata is still continuing. And you also have the Reading Club. Now, I would suggest you, don't read books of the others. Make these people to write books. Miltonians to write books. Let us be authors. Let us not be mirror that reflects. That let us be the light itself. Okay, and I'm sure with TP on, you're going to have a club which is going to be TP Writers Club, and let's have quality club. I'm sure Jagir Singh Jabbal is making a note of it, and make authors, and that is what we are. Okay, and this is a step that you did of book reading. Now let's go into book writing, and before that, let's do paper writing and then convert it as a book. And now to talk about the fundraising for various social projects of MILT. We have the president of MILT Pune chapter, the youngest chapter, just given birth in about 2-3 years back, and yet very, very dynamic, very committed. So to talk about fundraising for this 90-odd seconds, may I invite the president of MILT Pune chapter, Miltonian Suraj Kishore Jagdale. Right, can you give a big applause? Let's celebrate.
A great evening to all the dynamic PPRs over here and all the audience. I first of all congratulate you all dynamic peak performers and welcome you all in the MILT fraternity. We all know that any project is to be run, then we need money. Without money, we cannot run the project or grow the project. And Operation has started at our MILT Residential School and Sneha Lab social project with a great passion and to prepare the young generation which would otherwise would not get that facilities as the underprivileged students or children. So here in Sneha Lab, we take care of the underprivileged children and give them the best education and the best atmosphere to be the great citizens. For this project, we need funds. In the initial period, Operesh gave funds from the trainings, what he had done. He contributed from his own training income. After that, the MILT fraternity started with old newspaper collection drive. The funds were collected from these drives and given, contributed. And still some of the chapters are continuing this old newspaper collection drives. We have collected before COVID, done the same drive and collected more than 1,40,000 in a month's time from this old newspaper collection drive. Then there are some seminars which have been taken and for the benefit of the society, like nutrition and diet seminar, Pune chapter has taken and collected more than 50,000 from this seminar. In the COVID times, we didn't sat behind, but conducted at the Brahma Vidya session, inner engineering through Zoom platforms and collected more than 1,60,000 and in a 2 months period, which was conducted by Miltonian Nagpalji from Pune. Mumbai chapter conducted the orchestra night just before the COVID lockdown started, and they were successfully collected almost more than 7 lakh rupees from that. Our Rajan has rightly told, convention is the great platform to come together and learn new things, but it also gives a platform for making the fundraising drive. And there are innovative things which different conventions have given us, like in Bangalore convention, we saw one artist coming and he was lively painting in different portraits of Operesh, and they were auctioned. And it helped to collect, if I am not wrong, more than 10 lakhs was collected from that at one fundraising drive. In last convention in Chennai, they printed the limited edition MILT coins and they were auctioned and the fundraising was done. And it doesn't stop here. There are newcomers come up with new ideas, and we will keep on doing this fundraisings. And I invite you all to come up with new ideas for fundraisings so that we can make a sustainable effort to run this MILT Residential School and Sneha Lab projects. My dear friends, do you know that MILT residential school was renovated, and the renovation work is still in the last stage, and it took 1 crore 25 lakhs for this renovation. And this was all generated by the Miltonians in a one go. In last convention, and Durai gave a call, and the commitments came for more than 1 crore from the Miltonians to support this call. So my dear friends, there is one more thing, that is the running cost. Snehalayas in Bangalore need more than 50 lakhs a year to run effectively, and MILT residential school needs another 50 lakhs. So my dear friends, I give you a call or to come ahead with different fundraising ideas which will implement and raise funds for the sustainable social development of MILT projects. Let's make this world a better place to live with our own presence. So contribute and grow self and grow the society. Thank you.
Fantastic. Can you give Suraj a big applause? Come on, everybody. Right? So here, what Suraj stated, the statistics and the amount might be astronomical. Yes, it is. But very importantly, we must understand there are few Miltonians who are really burning the midnight oil, working very hard to ensure these funds are being raised. And very importantly, Aparesh Acharya, as I told you, not only created a powerful program, not only created an hand-holding and alumni, but also put leadership into action by creating these social initiatives. So therefore, being part of it, they are certainly contributing. Now there's a chapter president of Bengaluru, so Miltonian Seema. I think she's not here, and she was to report on the Snehalaya. And now that she's not there, I think she has delegated to the chairperson of the MILT Charitable Trust. Now the next 4 executives, office bearers, will be talking for 3 minutes each on other important attributes and initiatives of MILT. So to call upon to talk about the MILT Charitable Trust and the MILT Residential School in Shumultala, may I call upon the chairperson of MILT Charitable Trust, Miltonian Grahadurai. Can we give Grahadurai a big applause? Let's celebrate. Come on. Yay.
Good evening, Danny. Good evening, friends. Since Seema is not there, let me touch upon Snehalaya also a little bit. MILT run social projects basically not as a service to the society, but as a Miltonian or as a leader. We want to sharpen our social dimension. We want to contribute. We want to give back to the society. So MILT runs 2 important social projects. One is Snehalayas in the respective chapters and MILT Residential School in Shumultala. We bring under our care single parent or children who lost both the parents, orphan.
Let's get on to another great initiative of MILT. Operations created another initiative, though it is called as a New Revolution of India. What is important is that the principles that is followed by New Revolution of India is what is important. So to talk about the New Revolution of India principles, the 6 governing principles, may I call upon the national coordinator, a very committed Miltonian from the city of Joy, Kolkata. Let's invite the coordinator of New Revolution of India, Miltonian Jagir.
Good evening, friends, and it was really an honor to hear such wonderful and powerful new Miltonians today. I've got a few minutes, so I look forward to talking more with y'all and appreciating, but I've got an agenda which I would like to fulfill. See, you have done a wonderful program. You have picked up a lot of useful things from this program. Aparesh started a movement which I would like you to please relate with very carefully. Now, this movement is actually completely and wholly something to do with you yourself. We call it the New Revolution of India, but the revolution is what happens inside of you. It's not got to do anything with the world or the public really. It is a revolution within yourself. It is a personal revolution. a revolution to bring about change. So that is what Operash expected that MILT would achieve. Once you do the MILT program, you go through a lot of learning. Until that learning is brought into active usage, it is not going to be impactful. He suggested 6 principles, and I sincerely request you to first of all understand them, imbibe them, and live them. If we do this and we make it a habit of doing it, as you know, a habit comes about through repetition. So repeatedly, if you practice these principles, you will have created very good habits. Then, just like Operash has asked us to do, you would need to be a leader in society and bring about change in others. So you should speak of these 6 principles in various forums and bring more people into this movement, right? So having said that, I'm going to quickly explain to you these 6 principles. See, the first principle is self-improvement. In MILT, we believe today is our best. Our best is yet to come. Every time you do something, it should be better than the last time you did it. If you spoke at a forum, the next time you speak better. That is self-improvement. Number 2, effectiveness. If you happen to be doing something, it should make a difference. There should be something effective that happens. You cannot be a passive participant. Your participation must bring about impact. So effectiveness means making a difference with what you do. Don't waste your time doing things which don't bring about any difference to anyone. Principle number 3, constructiveness. You need a positive mindset to begin with. With a positive mindset, whatever you bring on the table is always constructive. If there has been a school that was created, that was the product of a constructive mind. If a Snehalaya is running, it is the product of a constructive mind. If somebody decided to support a training program, it is the product of a constructive mind. I suppose you have got the point. Point number 4, contribution. Again in MILT, we say, first fill your cup. Fill it to the brim. Because only when you do that, you can allow it to overflow, and it should overflow. What you need for yourself is normally not so much, but what you are capable of doing is quite a lot. So expand yourself, do much more than you are doing, and then let the abundance in your life impact others. That is contribution. You can contribute with money, you can contribute with time, you can contribute with care. Well, there are dozens of ways of contribution. You can help in people improving their health. We have any number of ideas once you get the point. I come to the 5th principle. Just before I go to 5th, I'd like to just repeat them. I would not like you to forget them. Self-improvement, effectiveness, constructive, contribution. Now the 5th one is called respect. In MILT, we believe that just because another person is a human being, that is good enough reason to respect him. He may be your enemy, he may be harmful to you, he may have all the wrong thoughts for you. Don't judge him. Because we also believe that there is nothing wrong with anybody. There may be something wrong about what he does. It is his actions which are misled. It is his thought process which may be wrong. But there is no individual who doesn't happen to be an embodiment of the same spiritual spirit which is there in you. We say God lies in every part of creation. Respect that person because of that. This brings me to the sixth principle. Now, the sixth principle, I will use what Danny has so beautifully, spoken of. And if he was giving this talk, I'm sure this is how he would have done it. He says, if this is your hand and these are the 5 principles, the sixth principles hold these 5 together. Now, what possibly could hold these 5 principles together? Well, the sixth principle is called love. And in MILT, when we talk of love, we talk of selfless love. You have just done the PPW program. I'm sure you understand what I am saying. But to add to that, love and compassion are the secrets of relationship. You cannot relate with another human being. You cannot create a relationship until and unless you understand the meaning of love and compassion. It is like a Wi-Fi signal from a human being, no less. You can literally look into a person's eyes, and when you see a loving, feeling warmth, well, you can easily relate to that person. This is what happens when you meet great people, when you meet sages, when you meet people who are learned. You can experience that love. It's just love and compassion, nothing else. And that reaches out to you. You can easily relate with them. Having said that, I thank you so much for giving me the opportunity, but I request you, I beseech you to make these 6 principles a part of your active habits. Having done that, please allow the NRI movement to expand. Way back at a convention, Paresh took a commitment from us to ensure that the NRI movement moves out, impacts more people, so that we have more enrichment in the world, better human beings in the world, and we make the world a better place. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Jagger, for your spirited explanation. And we also know how much you are committed to that cause and how you're taking it very dearly. As you rightly put it, it's not a revolution to create a stir outside. It's a revolution to work within us with those 6 beautiful principles. So therefore, if each Indian can live, this country becomes great. If everybody in the world lives, this world will become great. Because the MILT vision statement does not say, let's make India a better place because I came here. The MILT vision statement says, let this world be a little better because we came here. So therefore, India is just a starting mark. If you're from another country, it's for your country. But ultimately, it has to be the world. Thank you so much, Jagger, for taking this initiative of NRI and really making it strong. Wish you all the best. And I'm sure with this new energy coming in, we are going to have more momentum into it. And now, friends, we've got 2 more office bearers who are going to talk. And after that, we're going to have a grand finale of the cultures. So hold on, okay? Because the best of thing is always reserved to the last. That might be the mutton piece or the chicken piece or a sweet piece, whatever it is. Okay, stay on. We really appreciate you spending your time here. And now we have a very important event coming. That is the MILT National Convention. I look forward to it. I grew in MILT, I grew in alumni, I grew in the convention. So I've experienced stage by stage of MILT. So to tell us about this grand convention that this chapter Mumbai is taking over to conduct and to explain to us about the activities and the preparations for it. To give his 3-minute talk, may I request the chairperson of MILT National Convention, Harmony 21. Let's welcome Miltonian Uday Karelia. Can we give Uday a big applause? Come on, everybody. Let's celebrate.
Thank you, Danny, and good evening to one and all. Danny, my dear Miltonian friends, and all the guests here. And let me start with congratulating all the peak performers for successfully completing this program. Why I congratulated you is because you have stepped onto a planet of growth. So it is as a historic day as Neil Armstrong landed on the moon. So you got a reason to celebrate. Pat yourself and celebrate all peak performers.
Come on, let's celebrate. Come on. Yay!
Yay! Come on.
Okay. So there are many reasons why you must attend MILT National Convention. Our president has talked about MILT, one convention equal to 10 MILT courses. So why he said that? Because here, MILT is a congregation of all the Miltonians across the globe. And here you will have an opportunity to meet Miltonians who had underwent this MILT leadership course at some point in since last 40 years. How do you like that? And let me tell you, there are Miltonians, from 80s or 90s, they all come to attend convention, and it's a great honor to meet each one of them. And let me assure you that you will find one thing common in all the Miltonians, and that is the growth-oriented mindset. And you will find all of them are highly successful in whatever they are doing. So it's a great pleasure to meet them. So this is one good reason. And another thing is the competitions, like our president mentioned. It's really a growth experience. You will experience so much of a growth in just 3 days. Let me tell you about the technical papers, how it goes. So we as a team, we have come out with 18 to 20 psycho-spiritual subjects where all the Miltonians will be writing on the subject of their own choice. And out of, 40, 50 papers that we will receive, there'll be 6 paper selected for the presentation at convention. And let me assure you that it is going to be a very, very enriching experience for you. I myself have done MILT in '96, and I have not missed a single convention till date. And I attribute all my transformation to MILT and attending to convention. And this time convention happening in Mumbai. And this is going to be a first 5-star convention in the history of MILT. As our president Rajan Gaokar said, we are hosting this convention in Leela Palace Hotel in Mumbai, which is a 5-star property. And good news is we are offering this convention free. Almost. You will just pay, peanut for this convention, 3 nights package, only for 12,500 in a Leela Hotel, which is one of the best 5-star hotel in Mumbai and in the city of Mumbai, Bombay. So what else you need?
Ready karla.
Yeah. So, I think Rajan has already explained to you more about the convention. I'm just saying that just, register yourself today. And please don't worry about the COVID situation, because we have a very, very flexible deal with Hotel Leela. In case, if the government guidelines otherwise, we have extension up to 1 year. That means we can host convention in Leela Hotel till, December 22. So you have 1.5 years of, window period. So you pay now, and that registration amount is valid till December 2022. So don't worry about, all the COVID situation. We are basically a Miltonians. So on this planet growth, nobody thinks about negative things. Here we are, we are highly optimistic people. So thank you very much. And I would be eagerly waiting for all of you to welcome in Harmony 2021. Thank you, Danny.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Uday. That was really wonderful. A very spirited chairperson of MILT convention. And I know the amount of effort Uday puts in, it's phenomenal. I think if only the effort that he's putting for MILT and for all the various associations that he's got, if he only has to put it in his business, you would have become, he's a billionaire, no doubt, but he could have become a multi-billionaire. So here, this is the commitment I really like about Uday, is that he takes a project and gives himself. Uday, let me tell you, I'm longing to be there and want to enjoy that atmosphere, because convention, you can always think of, it's very nostalgic to think of every convention. So Uday, all your effort by your team and yours is going to be a great success, because we're going to have lots of people coming in there. And now this PPW 13 wouldn't have been possible but for this one person who really took the responsibility. We were talking over the phone that night on a Zoom call, and he said we can keep it on this date. And the time that we decided for this PPW 13 was just about 15 days time. And he said, Danny, I'm going to work in UAE to get the number of people to come in, and friends, every day one registration. And I know It's not easy to get a person to get convinced to come into a program because it's just not a 1 day, 2 day affair. It's a 8 session affair. But yet the power to influence people, that is the credibility that this person has got. So the person who really brought in UEAE into MILT and MILT to UAE is that great Miltonian, a great contributor. Let's welcome to give his remarks, Miltonian Velu Arumugam. Can you give Velu a big applause? Yes, Velu.
Thank you, Danny, for accepting my request and doing this PPW here. And it was a great pleasure for me. It was a dream came true. 3 years ago, we had a discussion that we want to start MILT here, but it could not happen. And when I was talking to Venkatanathan, he said PPW is conducted online. Immediately struck my mind. Like Aparaj used to tell, luck is that intersection of our alertness where opportunity bypass. I was alert. Then I immediately thought, if it is online, we can bring it here. Then I contacted you, and this all happened very fast. And I thank all the Miltonians, Aparaj, because MILT is not there in. If I'm not, MILT is not there in my life, I can't think of what I will be. Okay, it is there every cell, and it's part of my life living. And I really feel so happy. I get goosebumps whenever I think of Aparaj's communication. That's what MILT brought in me. And I strongly feel Miltonians, MILT can make people to become movers and shakers of the world. And this is working, and I have experience. MILT is working, I have experience. That is why many members who have attended, they just attended because I said they could not say no to me, so they attended. And now they are going to work for MILT. And that's how this UAE chapter is going to, we hosted, we are going to have alumni. I feel so much happy. I feel so much happy that this is happening now. And because I'm the one Miltonian who could not attend MILT alumni, because I did MILT, then I moved to Saurashtra. Every month I used to come by overnight train journey from Rajkot to this place, Mumbai, to attend the alumni meeting in SNDT, this women's college. There are very few meetings I attended. After that, I was away. I did not have. So I was longing for this alumni. Because of that only, after coming to Dubai, I joined you on Toastmaster. Otherwise, I would not have gone to Toastmaster. Now the alumni is coming here. I'm going to one of the member regularly committed to be there in the MILT alumni. And I really thank every Miltonian. The MILT is really power. Is like this. The MILT is like this. It's like a fire. The fire is rekindled within us, and we start working. We become unstoppable. That much is there in the MILT, and we'll march forward to achieve or create this. As much as possible. Let us we will make this world better place, and it is extended to this part of the region. That's what my friends. Today, one person told me. He wrote to me and said, "Danny can convert the clay into God." That much impact this session had, and so that's what a lot of things I can keep on talking. Thank you all so much. In the interest of the time, I conclude now. Thank you so much from my heart, and we will continue our service. Thank you so much. Love you all.